Good evening, everyone. Lonsei Mechanist here, bringing you another World of Warships video, Legends. Again, we are focusing on the Tier 2 warships. Last night, we showcased the British warships. Tonight, we will show you the German ships. Now then, right off the bat, we have the German cruiser Kolberg. This is the Tier 2 cruiser. As you can see, you upgrade from the Dresden to the Kolberg. Two upgrades, including the hull, which doesn't really do it, which gives you rudder shift time and health points. Doesn't affect your anti-air armament. And then you unlock the Tier 2 destroyer before you continue on to Tier 3. Now then, let's take a look at the Kolberg first, shall we? First off, you'll notice she does not have torpedoes. So far we have seen two cruisers that have torpedoes, the Japanese and the British, and two that do not. That is the American and now the German. The German cruiser has high explosive and armor-piercing shells. Like the other cruisers, she only has the damage control party. She has, of course, the slot for 5 boosters and her camouflage. Now then, with her stats, her hit points, she has about 18,580. So she's roughly in the ballpark of the British, cruiser. Let's see. Her armor ranges from 6 to 100 millimeters in thickness. Her artillery is rated as 16. She has got a lot of firepower. To be precise, 12 105 millimeter main guns. They have an effective fire range of 11 kilometers flat. Reload time is 4 seconds. 180 degree turn time is 18 seconds. Her maximum HE shell damage is 1200. Fire setting chance is 5%. Armor piercing shell damage is 2300. Again, that is not as many guns as the American cruiser, but that is double, or actually in the case of the Japanese case, that is triple the amount of firepower. The British is roughly double, give or take 1 or 2. Alright, next is her maneuverability. She has a maximum speed of 27 knots. She's slower than the British and Japanese cruisers, but still faster than the American cruiser. She has a turning radius of 470 meters, excuse me, and a rudder shift time of 5.3 seconds. Her concealment is pretty good considering she's a cruiser, 75. Detectability range by sea is 9.1 kilometers. Detectability firing main gun is 11. Ship's on fire, 11.1 kilometers. Detectability by range is 5.6 kilometers. After firing, main gun is 7.7 kilometers, and when on fire is 8.6 kilometers. The guaranteed detectability is 2 kilometers. Again, that is basically you are right on top of her. And detectability when firing in smoke is 3.3. Alright. Next up is her armor. Let's go ahead and start with the basics. Her hull armor, as you can see, is, of course, thin, 6 to 10 millimeters. Her deck, actually, the deck, that is the top section of the ship, she is actually 6 millimeters, but the hull plating ranges from 6 to 10 millimeters. As you can see, highlighted in bright blue. Next is her superstructure. And like the superstructures, it is basically all lightweight metal, all lightweight armor, except again for the conning tower or the commander's area. It is rated with a dark orange, 76 to 160 millimeters. That is cruiser grade armor, but yeah, it's rated at 100. That's the top, so that's plunging fire. Okay, next up is her main battery armament. Now then, as you can note, as you will see, she has got, let's see, yes, 8 of her guns are shielded turrets that have an effective armor rating of 34 to 75 millimeters. These run down the length of the ship broadside. So that's 5. And then she's got 4 more in barbettes on the side that are lightly armored with 6 to 14, but that's just the bracers. That's just the frame holding the cannon to the ship. Again, shielded turrets protect from the sides and the top and the front, but not the back. Now then, but as we go into the auxiliary room armor, you can see that the 4 cannons in the hull are actually protected by very thick armor surrounding it, but the hull itself is relatively light. Let's see. Yeah, the plating ranges from 10 to 50. Her deck is 10 millimeters. And then you've got the athwart ships, the bulkheads at the fore and aft. Okay, now her citadel. Her citadel is actually pretty impressive. It sits low in the water. The athwart ships are actually kind of light, as is the belly armor, the under armor, but the top sections of her armor are actually rather thick, as you can see highlighted in orange. Citadel bottom, Citadel athwart ship. That's the Citadel deck and the Citadel deck slopes. Yeah, as you can see, those are pretty thickly armored. She's protected from plunging fire. Torpedoes, not so much. But because the Citadel sits low in the water, pretty much the only way you're going to get to her is through plunging fire. So you got to fight through some armor to get to her. Okay, her perks overview. She's got 2 positive and 1 negative perk. Her positives are reloader, which means she's quicker on the reload for her main guns, and she's fast. She has above average maximum speed. The downside is that she has modest guns, low caliber main guns. She is the last protected cruiser of the German Imperial Navy. This ship was developed from the Dresden-class multi-purpose cruisers. In contrast to her predecessors, she had larger dimensions, a higher speed, and more powerful artillery. During her modernization, Kolberg received 2 deck-mounted torpedo tubes in addition to her primary armament. She entered service in 1910. There were 4 ships of her class. See. Yeah, let's see. Well, her upgrades didn't include the torpedo tube, so that's her poke before modernization. Okay, and now we go to the destroyer. That is the V-25. Look at this thing. It's so cute. It's so tiny. Let's see, the V-25 has 3 upgrades on the way to the Tier 3 destroyer. The hull, which gives you AA mounts, targeting mod, and torpedo upgrades. Her loadout is, of course, high explosive shells, armor piercing, and torpedoes. She has 3 consumables, damage control, smoke generator, and engine boost. 5 spots for boosters and 1 for camouflage. Survivability. Hit points are on the low side, 7,880. I think that's less than the British destroyer. Roughly about the same as the Japanese destroyer, maybe. The artillery, she, like the Japanese destroyer, has only 3 main guns, 3 105mm cannons. They have a firing range of 8.5 kilometers, a reload time of 4 seconds, and a 180 turn time of 18 seconds. High explosive shell damage is 1200, fire setting chance is 5%, maximum AP damage is 2300. Her torpedoes, she has got 4 torpedo tubes. 4 sets. She's got 2 sets of single 500 millimeters, the 500 millimeter Einsen. Reload time is 38 seconds. Turn time is 7.2 seconds. Maximum damage is 10,600. Detectability by sea is 1 kilometer. And she's got 2 twin launchers, the 500 millimeter Zweiling torpedo launchers. Same reload time, same turn time, same damage output, detectability. Her torpedo range is 7 kilometers, which is shorter than, which is roughly about in the, well, no, it's not shorter. It's roughly about in the same ballpark as the British. Torpedo speed is about the same as well. Her AA defense is basic. Then again, like I said, she's 1910. She's pre-World War I, so... Oh, no, that was the Kolberg. I'm sorry. Well, actually, I think I'm not wrong about the V-25. The Kolberg was pre-World War I. V-25, I think, was also pre-World War I. Her AA defense, while the Kolberg did not have any AA defenses, the V-25 does. It is 2 7.92 MG08 machine guns. Her maneuverability is excellent with a top speed of 36 knots, turning radius of 440 meters, rudder shift time of 2.1 seconds. Concealment is a perfect 100. Detectability by sea is 5 kilometers. After firing, main gun is 8.5. Ships on fire 7.1. By air, detectability is 2.6. Firing main gun is 4.7. On fire is 5.6. And the guaranteed detectability range, both standard and when in smoke, is 2 kilometers. Now, of course, being a destroyer, she's got thin armor. Very thin. About 6 millimeters. Well, her fore in deck is actually thicker at 9 millimeters. And her aft end plating ranges from 6 to 9 millimeters. Her deck is a solid 9 millimeters. That's the fore and deck armor isolated. Superstructure is, of course, 6 millimeters. No command armor. She's got an open bridge, though. She's got an open bridge and an auxiliary wheelhouse. Bit of interesting bit. There was ships of this design. They actually had 2 wheelhouses. The first was located up top where you see the windows. It was an open air wheelhouse. The second was for combat conditions. It was located in the armored wheelhouse. Now then, she's got an interesting torpedo. She's got an interesting torpedo layout if you look at her. Her 2 Zweiling torpedo launchers are located in the stern after the smokestack. These fire off to the sides and they are set at an angle. However, her 2 single mount torpedoes are located in front of the bridge. This means that she can fire torpedoes straight forward practically. Makes for a unique torpedo layout. Okay, her armament, her cannons, as you can see, minimal armor, but that's just the pedestal they're mounted on. These are not shielded turrets. These are exposed gun platforms. And her citadel, as you can see, rises above the water and is typical of a destroyer, lightly armored. It's actually a little bit bigger, but, well, that's just the way she is. Alright, her overview. Looks like I was right. Entered service 1914, so she is a World War One girl. She is a World War One ship. A World War One torpedo boat destroyer. Her perks are hidden and a broad launch. That means she's got a wide spread for her torpedoes. But given the number of torpedo tubes, that might not necessarily be a good thing. The ship was designed for escorting the battle fleet and belonging to the most numerous series of destroyers in the German Navy. She boasted a very high speed for her time. Initially, ships of this class carried weak artillery, but during World War I, many destroyers belonging to this class were re-equipped with more powerful guns. She entered service in 1914, and there were 71 ships in her series. Now, like we've been doing for the past few videos, we're going to do an AI battle first with both vessels, and then a PvP match. We're going to start off with the Kolberg, but first let me change the commanders. Let's see. We'll leave Shear where he is, but we're just upgrading to Lutjens for the Kolberg. Alrighty. If everyone's ready, here we go for the AI battle with Kolberg. Alright, here we go. Switch over to armor piercing. We got a battleship in the mix. 5 cruisers, 3 destroyers on both sides. Looks like some of the cruisers are tier 3, some of the destroyers are tier 3, and of course the battleship is tier 3. Okay, looks like that was a St. Louis that called for assistance, so... Yep. Okay, I don't know what he wants, but I guess we'll be going with the St. Louis. 2 cruisers are better than 1, I suppose. As you can see, from a forward firing position, she's got 3 guns firing forward, 6 broadside, and possibly 4 firing aft. Yeah, the guns are having to turn, or possibly 2 firing aft. Yeah, 2 firing direct aft. Let's get this thing wheeled around, shall we? Yeah, those fell short. Oh, we incapacitated her. No, she's still going.
Feuer auf gegnerisches Kriegsschiff konzentrieren.
That ain't gonna work. Okay, the Dene just took out the Ishizuchi. Okay, I see him. Okay, we got the Kolberg.
Wir haben einen gegnerischen Kreuzer versenkt. Melde Position eines strategischen Ziels.
Okay, that's the destroyer.
Wir haben einen gegnerischen Zerstörer versenkt. Die Führung übernommen.
That's actually one tactic you can actually use with these ships that are surrounded by cannons. You can actually spin your ship in circles and rapid fire all of your guns. As long as you got a quick reload, you can do that pretty easily. It's actually kind of funny to watch. It's actually kind of interesting. There's actually a funny story with that tactic. One time I was actually using the St. Louis back when I was doing early tiers myself. And basically I got in a gunfight with one of the early battleships. The guy had already lost a lot of his health thanks to a torpedo attack. But I start doing circles, basically holding onto the rudder. I start landing hits on him with my cannons, and I'm using armor piercing, and it actually does enough damage to finish taking him out.
Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren.
Okay, we're getting some hits on him, so... Yep, he's gonna sail right into those torpedoes. He's hit, but he's not out. This is the only cruiser left in on the enemy AI team. And we got him. Remember that meme from what movie was that? Finding Nemo with the seagulls. All the ships were like firing on that one ship, like mine, 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 mine. That's actually kind of funny. All right, we actually did pretty good. Let's see, we placed third on the team. We got 3 of the kills. That's also pretty good. Economy's good. All right. So, now let's take care of the PvP, shall we? Okay. Time to see if anyone's home for Tier 2 PvP. Okay, right off the bat I can tell we've been up tiered because we've got carriers in the mix, plus battleships. Okay, we got a division, they got 2 divisions. They got 4 destroyers, 3 cruisers, 1 battleship, and a carrier. We've got 3 destroyers, 4 cruisers, a 4 cruisers, a battleship, and a carrier. All right then. Let's have a look. Okay, we don't have to worry about the we don't have to worry about the tactical nuke destroyers today. And it looks like all of our fleets are converging, so we are going to do likewise. Well, I say it looked like our fleet was converging, but our destroyers are shooting off this way. Yep, that's that's the division we got with us, the Wakatake and the Campbellton.
Gegnerische Streitkräfte entdeckt. Wir wurden entdeckt. Achtung, melde Zielposition.
All right.
Torpedos voraus. Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren.
Okay, he ran into the cliff, so he stopped.
Torpedos auf Backbord.
Okay, there goes the Campbellton.
Gegnerischer Zerstörer gesunken. Feuer auf festgelegtes Ziel konzentrieren.
Yeah, I see you.
Torpedos Achterhaus. Torpedos auf Steuerbord. Feueralarm. Wir haben ein Leck unterhalb der Wasserlinie. Wir laufen schnell voll. Torpedos auf Steuerbord. Feueralarm.
Okay, yep, we got destroyed, but we did take one down. What the? I was about to say, wait a minute. Yeah, we basically... we did pretty good, but we basically got overwhelmed. Let's see... Yeah, our Wicks retreated over that way. Our Wakatake's over there. He's about to die. And we lost the Campbellton. And we just lost the Wakatake. So yeah, we basically got overwhelmed. Still, good match. Okay. Now for the AI V25. Trying to keep this under the time limit. So, I might not, match. Well, then again, I might not have a choice since it's the destroyer, so, yeah. Alright, hang on a minute. Do you like the snow? Okay, sorry, that was a bad joke. Okay. 5 destroyers, 4 cruisers. As you can see, she's kind of got a slow traversion rate with her guns. Excuse me, something went down the wrong tube. She picks up speed real quick though, but here's where, like I said, her torpedoes shine. This is the port bow launcher. This is the starboard bow launcher. And this is the starboard firing range for the twin torpedoes. All right. So right off the bat, we've got a destroyer, a cruiser. We got 2 destroyers and a cruiser with us. Okay.
Gestartet.
That's the beautiful thing about the Foire-Rong. That's the interesting thing about the Foire-Rong and the other Pan-Asian destroyers. They've got deep water torpedoes, which means they cannot be used against other destroyers. They can only be used against cruisers, battleships, and carriers and other heavy ships. Deep water torpedoes are practically useless against her. Okay, we got the Friant there. twist and turn. And have our sides reloaded. Yes, they have. And we take the frying. Alright. Oh, hello. Let's de-ass the area, shall we? Oh, we hit the Citadel. Well, we are. Oh, we're using high explosive too. Let's see what happens when we switch to armor piercing. Oh my lord. Okay, we are keeping with the armor piercing. We just took out the Caledon. And there's another Foirong. That's the only destroyer they got left. Oh, hello, and there's the other two cruisers. Come on. Oh, we just hit the Citadel of the... Oh, that's the Caledon again. Okay, Kolberg just took out the Caledon. All that's left is the destroyer over there, the Foirong. Come on, come on. Turn up shit. Okay. Lead. Not that much. Okay, match is over. Whew. As you can see, destroyer combat is fast-paced. And we got 4 kills. First place. Oh, well, heck, hang on a minute. We only had 4 players with us. The others were AIs. That might explain it, but still, play aggressively. Okay, time for, let's see, again to see if anyone's home for PvP. Bundle up, y'all. We're heading to Polar. And again, we've been up-tiered. 2 destroyers, 4 cruisers, 2 battleships, and a carrier. They've got 3 destroyers, 3 cruisers, 2 battleships, and a carrier. Okay. Cute whistle for a cute little ship. Alright. Okay, there are no divisions, and it looks like among the destroyers there are no tactical nukes, so we're good. Alright. Alright, we got a Kolberg. He's heading for A. And we got a Al Avrora. Looks like he's also heading to A. Okay, the 2 battleships are the Kaiser and the Wyoming. It's no wonder they showed up first. Battleships are not very concealable. Part of me wonders if I should consider trying to swing out and going out and go after the enemy carrier.
Alle Stationen, Feuer auf das Ziel konzentrieren. Nebelwerfer gestartet.
Oh, well, hell, we're the life of the party, ain't we?
Nebelwand gelegt. Torpedos voraus. Torpedos auf Backbord.
Well, I tried to ram him, but it didn't work. That was not as good of a showing as I had hoped. This is why you need to be aware of your surroundings. What ship was that? A Friant? Nope, that was a Caledon. Well, we've already lost roughly half our team. They've only lost a destroyer. Yep, we've lost. We've lost half our team. Well, Dante Alighieri might do something. Okay, they just took out the second destroyer. Yeah, but the Isuzuchi's in bad shape. And our carrier, Komsomolets. Yep, that's the Caledon we tried to ram. He's opening fire on the carrier. Carrier's launched his torpedo aircraft. Yeah, it looks like the cruiser's gonna slip in between the torpedoes. Nope. One hit. But yeah, they still got a destroyer, two cruisers, both their battleships and the carrier. Our team only had the one cruiser, the Toronto there, two of our battleships, and the carrier remaining. So this match, I guess, is pretty much over. Well, we tried, I suppose. Well, no, Toronto just took out the other Toronto. He's trying to get out from being wedged there. The Wicks destroyer's over here, and the carrier sending torpedoes against the Ishizuchi, and he's turning into the torpedoes. Yeah, he's almost dead. Oh, he's sending...
Das gegnerische Team hat die Führung übernommen.
Looks like one of them torpedoes might actually hit the Wyoming. Yep, one of them did. Wyoming's almost dead. Cruiser just split the torpedoes from the carrier. Okay, I may have been wrong about my earlier judgment. We may be sunk, but let's see how this goes. Let's see. And judging by the flag, yeah, the Toronto is an Italian cruiser. So we'll be showcasing the Toronto in a few videos from now. Komsomolets just destroyed the Wicks. Or no, he reported the Wicks destroyer. Okay, okay. Nope, the cruiser. Nope, the battleship got the carrier. Okay.
Achtung, melde Zielposition.
I have no idea why the Komsomolets is speaking German instead of Russian. Okay, all that's left is one enemy battleship. I guess,
Achtung, melde Zielposition.
yep, we turned it around, didn't we? Let's see. Oof. The Dante Alighieri just got railed by several torpedoes. Yeah, that battleship is sailing straight for the Komsomolets carrier. The carrier is sailing for waypoint A. This battleship is the Kaiser. Ooh, we just lost our battleship. Apparently the Wicks had some torpedoes before, shot some torpedoes before it perished. Those torpedoes must have hit them, and they just didn't have the repair party active to negate the flooding of the torpedoes. It all depends. Will this carrier be able to secure one of the waypoints. Okay, he's got some torpedo bombers airborne. But yeah, that Kaiser's practically at full health. Yeah, to be honest, I want to see how this match turns out myself. Ooh, the Toronto's almost dead. He exposed himself. I don't know what he's doing. Well, the cruiser's smart. He's just sitting there trying to capture the A point. Yeah, he is. Yeah, this Komsomolets is what. Yeah, he's well within range. Here comes the salvo. He should have kept on retreating northward. This battleship ain't gonna turn turn out of the way, probably. Nope, he didn't get no hits. Yeah. The carrier's dead. Okay, looks like we may have won the match on points alone. Yep, battle time expired. Your team won on points. Okay. Yeah. Now I'll admit that was actually kind of embarrassing. Well, bottom line is don't do what I did. But like I said, I am not that good of a destroyer player. But well, the point was to show the V25 and the Kolberg. We showed the Kolberg and the V25 in the AI matches pretty well, even if it was only against the AI. Bottom line is play the ships, get used to them, figure out what works for you, and then roll with it. Yeah. All right then. Y'all have a good night. Tomorrow, or maybe the next day, we will be doing. Let's see, what's next? French. We'll be doing the French. We'll be doing the French Tier 2 vessels tomorrow, or sometime in the near future. Monsay Mechanist signing off. Y'all have a good night.